Hey everybody, thank you for joining us live here from Eureka Springs channel here in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. And you're watching our wonderful segment we have every Wednesday at 5 o'clock where we come together to showcase some of the wonderful people in our town who are entrepreneurs and just great spirit here. All of the good people, the good places and good news that comes out of Eureka Springs. And we're here to showcase another fantastic business here in Eureka Springs. Be sure and subscribe, like, and follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. That helps spread the word and all the love about all the great people that make their home here in Eureka Springs. So today I've got Miss Dee Dee Parker, who is with Iris Hill Glamping, which is a really, really cool place to stay here in Eureka Springs. So you guys welcome her to the screen. Hey, Dee Dee.
Hi. Thank you, Melody, for having me on your show today. This is exciting.
It is, and I think you have probably one of the most unique lodging here in Eureka Springs, and I can't wait for people to for you to show us a little bit about what you've going on. But before we start off all the photographs, without anybody knowing anything about, describe to me about your particular lodging. We'll see if it matches when we show the photographs.
Okay, we started glamping, and glamping is glamorous camping. So if you're the outdoorsy type and you like to enjoy the woods and the animals and the night sky, but you don't enjoy staying in a tent or using the outdoor loo, then we have a bed, a bathroom, a microwave, and a refrigerator to make your camping experience more luxurious.
You know, that just sounds perfect because I can tell you I have been camping and I love to camp. But one of my biggest pet peeves is that when I go to bed at night, my behind is up off the ground. But by the time I wake up in the morning, it is not off the ground any longer. So this sounds perfect. So I'm going to bring onto the screen, Dee Dee, your website so we can actually look at some of the photographs of your place. So describe to me what we're seeing here.
Okay, this is one of the pods. We have 3 sleeping pods. They are a design from the UK, and they were made in the United States and then brought to us on our land here in Eureka Springs. Right next to it is their bathroom pod. This is the deck with the fire pit, so you can sit there and enjoy a fire. This is the entrance with the Iris Hill Glamping sign. That's another one of the pods. As you enter, that is that. And here's an inside view of the sleeping pod. As you can see,
cool.
It's a nice, comfortable memory foam mattress. We provide all the linens. Now, this shot is out of the barbecue hut.
Oops, I'll go back. I'll go back.
That's okay. Yeah, and we have a barbecue hut with a gas grill, and people do charcuterie and barbecues, hamburger, grilling, steaks, all that kind of stuff. And that's shared by everybody. But your own private deck is the one you see here, and that has the little fire pit that you can do s'mores and other little things on.
So the pods then, Dee Dee, you have the pod for people to stay in, but then you have separate restroom pod. Is that how that works?
Well,
how does it work?
I wanted it to be glamorous. And originally, the design had the bathroom in the sleeping pod, which would make it kind of like an RV. And the bathroom was small.
Okay.
So I opted, Jan and I opted, my partner in this business, we opted to buy extra pods, split them in half, and make a bigger bathroom, a full-size shower, a sink, a toilet, so that it's only a few steps off of your deck, and it's private to you.
Okay,
so
good.
You
got it. I got it.
Pod, you also include your private bath pod, so you can lock all your toiletries up in there, and we provide all linens and towels for it as well.
Now I'm curious about this. I saw one photograph on here, Dee Dee. I have to now. Are these your? Do these come with your lodging every night?
Well, they do. Those are our girls. That's Marianne and Ginger. And they are our goats. They do come and visit once in a while. They are pinned up.
I love it.
Yeah. they had a baby last year, so we have a
Oh.
third one now named Heidi.
But I did see that you have refrained from having pets allowed. So so I can see that you're actually providing the pets then for folks then,
Yes,
right?
that would be a good way to say it. Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
And this is a great shot too. Just a little area. It looks like it's very much tucked up in the woods. Then, really, a lot of them are. It
Well,
seems
we did.
like.
It is tucked up in the woods. It's actually in a neighborhood mile and a half outside of town.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really easy access to go into dinner or do any of the activities that Eureka has. But it's tucked up away on Lake Lucerne Road, up
Mm-hmm.
above the high school. And so it's real quiet up here. And we didn't clear the land too much on purpose
That's
because we
good.
want
Yeah.
that woodsy feel.
Yeah. Totally. I can see that. That just
Yeah.
looks so cozy.
Oh, thank
I
you.
mean, and there's not a. It looks like there's not a street light in sight anywhere. I bet you can see the stars at night amazingly right there with
Oh,
you
you
know.
got it.
Oh
The full
yes.
moon and the stars, it's gorgeous. And we provide hammocks so you
Oh my
can lay out
gosh.
under the stars if you want.
This really is glamping. It really is. That is really neat. So they're heated and cooled, and then you've got the fire pit out front for people, and I guess they can grill and stuff there outside if they wanted to.
Well, we do provide a propane grill,
Okay.
but some people bring their own electric skillets.
Mm-hmm.
We have electricity on the deck.
Okay.
So
Okay.
so they can cook, breakfast
Oh,
items.
there's
They can
somebody
bring a
doing it. Yeah.
skillet. Yeah, yeah, there you go. Some people get a little fancier than others, but absolutely they do their own breakfasts if they, want or dinners. So it's fun.
It is
I do
fun.
allow crock pots on the inside, but that's about all the cooking because
Yeah.
the inside is pine lined, and
Yeah.
in order to keep them clean and neat and
Yeah.
pristine and smelling good, I I like the cooking to be outside. Besides, it's camping.
Now, did you guys do this yourselves in some location that inspired you to do these and bring these locally, or you just saw the concept and thought, oh, that's cool, let's try it? Did y'all try it out yourself?
You know what? We have never stayed back here, believe it or not. When
You
we
gotta
went,
do that.
I know when we
That's
went
funny.
live 4 years ago, we were booked solid, and we have been booked ever since.
Well, then
And we
you can't
just
kick people
really
out to get
haven't had a
inside, can
chance.
you?
By the time we get them clean and get somebody else coming in, we just really don't have time to sleep back here. So
Oh, I
it's
got
it's
it.
on the back of our land. So we spend a lot of time back here anyway. But yeah, actually, that's a common question people ask us. Have we
Yep.
slept in them yet? And honestly, we've been so busy we haven't had a chance to.
So we've got a question here from someone that's watching. Mark Wetzel's asking about Wi-Fi. Do y'all have Wi-Fi for this?
Oh, yes, we do have Wi-Fi. Each one has Wi-Fi and a smart TV. Good
Okay.
question. We have USB ports, so if people don't want to bring their plugins, they have that access as
I'd
well.
be tempted
And
to be unplugged all the way though when I came. I would
well,
just want to be. I just would love to be unplugged and have a good excuse. So you might want to just when I
right,
come check in, tell me, oh, we don't have that, and then I can tell
right.
all my clients I don't have Wi-Fi where I'm going. I'm sorry.
No, we gave them the option. If they
All
wanted it,
right.
they could have it. They don't have to use it. We've had a few people come here to do dissertations.
Oh yeah.
We've had authors come here because it's nice and quiet and they can sit here. So in those incidences, they were very glad that there was
Yes.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, well, there sometimes you do need to just kind of get away and have a quiet little spot to be at.
Yeah.
This is great, and I noticed that you've got some beautiful flowers everywhere, planted the irises. I'm sure that you've got wildflowers around the area too. So y'all really
We
have
do.
kind of nestled it in there.
Well, and I'm calling out all iris bulbs. Anybody that wants to donate iris
Hmm.
bulbs up here, I will plant them up here.
Okay.
I want to be known someday as the crazy iris bulb lady in Eureka. Right, right now, I've planted probably over 100 iris bulbs.
Yeah.
So, um, yes,
That's fun.
Hopefully someday. It is fun and all different varieties. So anybody that wants to let me know where their bulbs are,
Yep.
I'll be happy to come get some.
And you've got little surprises laying out in the land too. I noticed here. I saw this little picture here of a dream catcher in the
Hmm.
woods there.
Hmm.
So nice little hidden treasures along the way out there on the land for
We
folks to
do.
enjoy.
Those,
Cool.
that was left by a guest. One fun thing that we do here is we have paints and rocks,
Oh yeah, I
some
saw
flat
that.
rocks that I brought in. Yeah, that
Yeah,
I
they're
have in the
fun.
barbecue hut. And I encourage guests in the welcome book to go paint a rock. And when I find them, I post them on Instagram and give a shout
Cool.
out to that person. So people are excited when they see them. Now they can take them home if they want
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
souvenir. But most of them, it seems like they don't because I find them all over, and I get such a thrill in finding them.
That is cool. That is
Yeah.
cool. I did that when I was traveling. I actually took some rocks that I had and painted some rocks, and I left them where I stayed, and it was so much fun. I put a hashtag on it, and people came and found. I've got a little Facebook group page where people, wherever I left my rock, people say, "Hey, I saw your rock, and here it is in such and such Texas or whatever," you know. So it is kind of fun to do that with people with that are traveling. That's neat, neat, neat,
Yeah,
neat.
I hope people are doing that and talking
Yeah,
to each other. We've had some repeaters come. We have one couple that's been every single season. They were one of my very first guests, and they fell in love with the place, and they've been back every single year.
I love
So,
it. So
and they
how
leave a
long have y'all
rock
been
every
open?
year.
How
four
long have y'all
years.
been? 4 years. Oh, this is the fourth year.
This is
Wow.
the fourth season.
And tell me again how many units you have.
We have three sleeping units,
Okay.
each with three baths, so it sleeps a total of six people. But
Okay.
also on the property, there are two other cabins. One
Oh,
is
okay.
more for couples. And if you go to irishill.net and scroll down to the bottom, there are links
Okay.
to the fairy hut, which
Okay.
sleeps two. It's the only one with a full kitchen. That is a more of a romantic kind of couples getaway.
Okay.
And then we have Dragonfly Mountain, which sleeps four people. And that's more of the party kind of unit. It has a pool table in it. It's
Oh
big. It's got a
yeah.
great
Right.
big, huge screen TV. So that's another fun one. So all together, the site will sleep 12 people.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
So have you ever had anybody like call you and say we just want to take the whole place, or for like a retreat, or a big, like maybe a big wedding party or big getaway? Has anybody ever rented out the whole place?
They have. They have. The
Aha.
YMCA, for except for a COVID year.
Yeah.
So three times the YMCA has done a girls trip, and they have put it in their auction.
Oh,
And Iris
cool.
Hill was one of their auction items for a fundraiser, and then the whole group came up, and I helped them plan like dinners at Local Flavor,
Mm-hmm.
the trolley ride, and other activities that we have here in Eureka. And they had so much fun. And we've had family reunions that have booked the whole place. So, yes,
That's cool.
it is really fun when people do that.
So I guess then the largest number of people then to be have an accommodation there for the whole place. What would you say that number is of number of people?
12,
12. Okay,
probably
12
12
total.
people.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. All right. Well, are
We
y'all
can make
having fun with this? I mean, this is just a really neat, neat, neat concept. I just thought it was the
thank
coolest
you.
thing.
Thank you.
Like I said earlier, I love to camp, but I don't want to wake up with my boohiny down on the ground. I want to be up off the ground when I wake up.
Well,
This is
Melody, I
great.
think you need to come across town and spend the
I'm
night
gonna
here.
come stay there for sure. I'm gonna
Yeah,
come over. Uh,
yeah.
my partner will be so happy that I'm gonna
Yes,
go
come
camping.
over. We'll
Yes,
do
I'll come out like
s'mores
a
with you.
staycation. I've had a staycation for sure.
Hey, staycations are awesome.
They are.
They
So
are.
but when you look at the image of it, Dee Dee, I was just looking at it. From the outside, I'm gonna show that again up here on the screen. I mean, it's tall in the center, though. I mean, I
Oh
mean, the
yeah, look,
center
I
part of
can't.
it.
Okay, can you see me reaching? I
Yes,
can't. I
You can't
cannot
hear it.
reach the
Yeah.
ceiling. I can't
Yeah.
reach the ceiling.
Yeah.
It's a horseshoe shape, and there's plenty of room. Now you have to tall people have to duck through the door,
Okay.
but once
Okay.
you're in, there's lots and lots and lots of
It's
room.
like a little hobbit house too. It's like a
It's like
little
a little hobbit house.
hobbit
Yes, it is
house.
like a little hobbit
Like
house.
little fairies that could be walking around
Yeah,
anytime.
yeah.
I
Well,
know a
and
few
I've hidden
fairies.
some fairies. There's a few fairies that dance around here.
That's
They're here.
cool. Well, I know you guys are having a blast with this. I know people
We
come
are.
and they just have I mean, I can just tell by, the atmosphere, like I said, being outside and being so close to the nature and not having all the street lights at night, sitting by the little fire pit and looking up at the stars. I mean, that's romantic too.
And the
That's
deer
really
walking by.
romantic. That
It
is
can be.
romantic. You probably have saved a few marriages over the last 4 years. Just people coming out and getting close to each
Maybe.
other, getting all snug up in your little place.
Aw, I hope so.
Yeah, I bet you
I
have.
hope so.
So
Yeah.
I've got a few more questions, Dee Dee, if you don't mind answering. If you don't mind,
Sure.
Mark has a question. He says, "Beds, are they two twins, full or queen?" Great question, Mark.
That is a great question. They're all queens now.
All
We
right,
had twins at one point and they just weren't renting.
didn't work.
So
Yeah.
I changed it out. It's all queen.
Okay.
hmm
Good. Good. Good.
Good
Good.
question.
So here goes. Jinx says, "Frequent guest, plenty of height." So
Plenty
Jinx
of
must come.
height. Yes,
He comes out
yes.
there a lot.
Jinx is a
Just
tall
wanted to
guy.
surprise me about that, Jinx.
Yeah,
Doesn't surprise me
yeah,
about you at all.
yeah.
He says it's very quiet and insulated. Oh, that's true. I didn't think about the insulation. I bet it is nice and warm in there
Yeah,
and
and,
cool.
and and we are open year round. It is wonderful here in the winter. And so they stay nice and toasty warm. You just have to tiptoe out to the bathroom real quick, but the bathroom is nice and warm too.
Yeah.
Now in the summer it's nice and cool. And, they're air
Yeah.
conditioned as well. So yes, we are open year round.
Yes. I love it. And Jinx is giving you testimony today that says that there's wildlife around also. Yeah, well, Jinx, we saw that there's
Yes.
some wild goats there too. I saw those earlier too, Jinx. She got the goats too.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's a salt block in the middle here,
Oh,
which will draw the deer up. And we
I
have a
see.
mama with twins this year, and another
Oh.
mama with a little one that is frequents in the mornings. So yes, it's marvelous.
Well, but
We
if it's so popular, Dee Dee, I mean, if you've rented it out so often, I mean, is it hard for people to get a reservation, or are you booked? I mean, it's been a different year because of COVID. Obviously, it's been a strange way to judge what's happening with tourism. But are you fairly booked for the fall and winter already?
we are booked into November. Yesterday we got our first 2022 reservation.
Oh, okay,
Um, Typically, the weekends are booked all through October,
okay,
but during the week is a little bit more open. Typically, you can book about a month ahead and find some days if you're flexible, but if
mm-hmm.
your weekends are limited to your work schedule or a vacation time, then I suggest you try to book it 3 to 6 months ahead because now we're really busy. And
Yeah,
believe it or not, we were packed when we opened up post COVID the first time.
mm-hmm.
We have been packed, and because it is self check-in.
I
There's
see.
no contact. We're not close to the other pods. So you can pretty much isolate by coming here in your car. We sanitize, we clean, and then we re-sanitize before the next guest. And there's
Got
plenty
it.
of time in between the guests. So we're very, very careful with all of that. And it makes for a nice little safe getaway.
Absolutely. That's what people are wanting right now is
Yeah.
that whole secure environment, something that's not so
Mhm.
populated. That's what people are seeking right now still.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
boy, you've got some testimonial from Jinx. He is just loving. He's like your number one fan. He
He
says
is. You're his number one fan too.
coffee pot in each
Yes.
for
Yes.
morning coffee on the deck. He says there's a great barbecue area that is covered. Boy, you love it. You need to send Jinx a free night stay for all his testimonial here.
Yes,
He says, easy for a private getaway. Mark's getting on in the game now. He says, I like the trails. The trails.
Yes, we have a little trail in the back that goes around the pen, and you can walk down and see the animals, and you can take a little gander kind of through the woods.
Little walkabout while you're out there, huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
You can ride your little bicycle up here. Yeah, there's a lot to do right here on the land if you don't want to really go anywhere.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to come stay now. I'm gonna have me a staycation for sure.
I
will have to do that.
Yeah.
Well, man, that doesn't sound like I'm going to be able to get in unless I come during the week. But I'll tell you, that is another thing that I'm kind of seeing too. A lot of, Dee Dee, and I'm sure you've heard of it too. People that are remote workers now, and they want to go somewhere during the week, and they're a remote worker, and because you've got the Wi-Fi, I mean, that's perfect setup for somebody that just wants to get away from their norm. I mean, if you get past, your bookings that you've got, like for this winter, or do you offer people to stay there for, like, if they wanted to stay an extended stay, or like a month rental if somebody wants to do that?
Yeah, absolutely, and we'll give them a nice deep discount for that if they'd like to do that. One year, and it was a couple years ago, Unknown Parts, the store that was downtown, renovated. Mm-hmm. And 4 of the workers that renovated it stayed here for the 2 months that they were working on that store downtown.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Because I've heard people wanting to do that are remote workers now. It's just to go stay someplace for a month, just to change up their atmosphere. So, Jinx, I'll tell you, here comes Jinx again. He says, plenty of local restaurants have takeaway for dinner for 2 on the deck. Yes, Jinx, you have earned your night stay at Iris Hill Glamping. He loves your place. He loves it. I know you love him. I know you love him. Tiffany Campbell's watching. She says, great place.
Hi,
yes, Tiffany.
That's great. Yeah.
Awesome.
And, I want to make a shout out to Beam Me Up Coffee and to Creekside Cafe because they will deliver breakfast here. They're right down at the bottom of the hill. You can get a wonderful cup of coffee from them. So that's wonderful. Yeah.
That's a big bonus.
It's a huge bonus because they have
great
food.
Bonus. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Memorial deliver up here. There's all kinds of people that will deliver up here.
Wow. Well, you guys have really built something special, Dee Dee. Really something special, and it's been a great success. And I'm thinking you may have to build a few more units. It sounds like it's really hitting its top peak of success here with all the people that are renting it and everything. But I just want to celebrate the 2 of you for your investment into Eureka Springs and for being such great business owners and really raising the bar and the standard of care for all the people that come to Eureka Springs. You're part of what makes Eureka Springs a great success, and we just want to celebrate you today. And we thank y'all both for being such great people and really making this place a paradise for a lot of people. So congratulations to you guys.
Wow. Coming from you, thank you so much. That's a real compliment. Jan, thank you very much.
Sincerely. You guys have really always been great investors into our town and really know how to be hospitable and make the difference for a lot of people that are visiting here. So we appreciate you so much. And I will say I'll call you and see if you've got a spot for me. We'll see what we can work out. I love to come over and see it in person. Meantime, I can be voyeuristic and look at these photographs, I guess. So.
Well, we would love to have you come up. We would.
I would love to.
So please do reach out.
All right. Tell Janice hello. Y'all take care of one another and stay safe. And again, congratulations. We celebrate you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me on my show. It was my pleasure.
All right, Dee Dee. Take care, hon. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
I love it. Can you just picture yourself sitting out in the middle of this wonderful nature and this cute... I'm just going to show y'all one more time, just before we go. One more time. I'll just show you one more time This cute, look at that. That is just so adorable. I mean, oh my goodness. I mean, it sounds like she's already booked up a good bit, but it does sound like she's got some things coming up available. So get on the phone, get yourself booked at irishill.net. Let me put that up here for you guys again. irishill.net is the website for go check out Iris Hill Glamping. And here's their phone number for you one more time to get your reservations. Sounds like you better get on the phone quick because looks like they're filling up pretty good for the fall. But anyway, we appreciate you guys watching us, and be sure and tell them if you see them next time that you saw them here on Eureka Springs channel, and celebrate them again and give them a big old handshake and maybe a COVID fist bump for being such great business owners here in Eureka Springs. And we appreciate you watching us here at Eureka Springs channel. We're all about helping people celebrate all of the good things that they're doing in their lives and in their businesses, and it just makes us so proud to be able to showcase all the best of the best. So thank you for watching us, and we will see you next Wednesday at 5 o'clock to celebrate another great business here in Eureka Springs. Thank you so much for watching us. Y'all take care. Bye-bye. I got to go make sure I can get my partner to go glamping. See ya. Bye-bye.